Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to our Balanced Life, Happy Life for Tuesday, August 6th. I'm Jeff Isom, Director of Sales and Training for Nikken North America. And each week we do gather together to introduce people to an amazing company with a fantastic business opportunity, incredible products, a philosophy that really is unmatched in the direct sales industry, and also a community of like-minded individuals who really are creating a better world, who are creating better communities where they live. And we're going to hear a presentation from one of our most fantastic wellness entrepreneurs who is a part of Nikken. Sherri Danzig has a lot of competencies in lots of areas of life. I don't know how many babies she's delivered, not personally, but been in the room. She has three amazing daughters. She's got two doctors in the family, for goodness sake, but she has three amazing daughters. Her family, fantastic. But she also has served as a doula, helping many people to bring new lives into the world. She's worked as a massage therapist. Sherri is a diamond in her position with Nikken and really has a lot of experience. And she's going to share some of that with us tonight. So Sherri, thanks for joining us this evening.
Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate always the opportunity to share something that I love so much. And we're going to talk about having a balanced and happy life. Who doesn't want that, right? And this woman here kicks it off with singing her song, and boy, she looks like she's living a balanced, happy life. I think we all can agree. Before we get to the fun stuff of talking about how Nikken is such a gift to the world, because we are a global company, we're going to start off by talking about something that we all know about, we all suffer from, and not really fun to talk about, but it's about stress. And I was looking up a statistic earlier just to see where we are with stress. And one of the statistics said that a third of the population is dealing with such significant stress on an everyday basis that, I mean, it's really taking, a big focus and a big impact. So we all know that was a big statistic to be thinking about a third of the population. So, stress shows up on lots of ways. It certainly is, I think a lot of times it's a focus of financial challenges that people are suffering from, and that causes more physical stress, or the other way around. The physical stress could cause financial stress because of the expense of being unhealthy. So there's lots of things. But basically, people are just running around and not spending enough time really taking care of themselves. And that's where Nikken really has such great solutions and offers. So we're going to keep talking about that just a bit, about what we're facing with. But first, let's take a moment just to introduce who Nikken is and their philosophy. A primary philosophy is about creating a balanced life, as the title of this presentation. And we understand that no one is in perfect balance all the time. No one is really, but it's a concept to be moving towards. And I love how Nikken defines living a balanced life, because you can see in all of these 5 pillars of wellness, it's not about one thing, or it's not even about two things. It's having a healthy mind, a healthy body, healthy family, healthy society, and then healthy finances. And so all of those together are equal. And I think that it's so important to look at Nikken as a company that really recognizes that. They're not a company that, though they, of course, we're all in it to make a profit, it's balanced in how we can give back to the world and how we experience more balance and joy and happiness. So if you're thinking about, actually, I'm going to go back for just a minute because I forgot to say something. So if you're a guest or not a guest and you're looking at this, I'd like for you to take a moment to yourself and think about one or two areas in these 5 pillars that you think are maybe, lacking or a little weaker, and that you would want to put some attention in for the rest of the year. Maybe the next couple of years are going to be a primary focus for you. So think about that, of what areas could really use some extra support, more balance. as we go through this presentation. So, so in looking at, thinking about reaching a goal, reaching something that you are looking to strengthen, it can be kind of daunting. Maybe there's a lot of things in that balance chart that you would like to see, more success in. And so the way to go about it is not to jump, you can't eat an elephant right in one giant bite. It's about little bites, and it's about taking small measures, small steps, changing a few habits. And I know that's been working for me very, very much so in terms of changing some things I do in terms of my health and my eating. It certainly comes into looking at how to grow one's business is by doing a few small things. So those small habits are very powerful when you give it time and you're consistent with it. And so that's what we suggest that you're looking at. So when we're talking about creating a better life, this is the kind of approach that we like to promote. Let's look at why this is such a huge issue. And we're going to compare the North America with Japan. The company Nikken started in Japan in 1975. And so you can see by both sides of this chart how very different they are when it comes to health. In Japan and other countries in the East, they're much, much more focused on prevention. And as a result, they have a much stronger Japan rated here in longevity #1, whereas in the US, 40th is really kind of sad to me to look at that. Canada is a little bit higher. But, we're so in the US, we're so high in our technology for medical technology, and yet it's not playing out in the things that really are important, like how long you live and how well you live. And you can look at the difference too in the cost per capita of how we're spending so much more money. And that speaks to the fact that we don't do prevention very well. Let's call it what it is. In Japan, they spend 90% of every dollar on prevention. And in the US, we spend the opposite. We spend 10% on prevention and 90% on intervention. And that's a lot more expensive. In other words, you get sick and then you got to try to throw a whole lot of stuff at it, medical, hospitalization, things to try to get healthy. So much less expensive, much easier on the body, much happier, balanced life if you're on the preventative side. And that's what we offer. So it's the difference between sick care and self-care. So let's talk a little bit more about these risk factors because these speak really directly to the solutions that Nikken addresses and offers. We already talked about stress, that it affects the big things that people, suffer from: stroke, heart attack, cancer, all of those kinds of things. Poor sleep is a big part of it. And we're going to talk a little bit about that when we talk about the products, because that's really at the foundation of the products that the Nikken offers. Air quality is another one. This, you're seeing a picture of the pollution outside, but it's predicted that it's worse indoors. It can be 2 or many times over in indoor air quality. Your water quality, if you're drinking from the tap, you're in trouble. So we have solutions there, but there's so many chemicals that are found in our water, and it is one of the most toxic exposures we have, particularly in taking a shower using unfiltered water. Malnutrition is a big issue on, sadly, with all ages of the population. And then also the whole electronic smog is something that affects us. So this is all what is called the body burden. And these are all different things that people experience day to day. If they're not doing something about it, it's having an effect on our overall health. So here we get into how we look as a philosophy. We're talking about being healthy by choice, by making certain choices to have better habits, and again, simple habits that allow you to be healthier instead of leaving it to chance. Because if you leave it to chance, when you're young and active and maybe you don't have as many issues, but it catches up with you as you get older. And to that point, I have to say that, one of the things that's been going on in the world is that younger people are getting the things that used to only happen to adults that are now happening more as children. So we're focused is on being in active wellness, and we're focused on being a participant, taking responsibility in your well-being, as opposed to stepping back and being kind of like, let the doctor rule the roost. So this is where this comes in, of being self-care, of taking preventative, proactive ways of taking care of your health. And so again, with Nikken, here we are talking about 1975. Next year will be 50 years that the company has existed. So I'm going to stop the share here, Jeff, and ask you if you'll play that video for us, please.
Do you ever have days where everything in your life feels in balance? When your mind is clear and your body feels in tune with nature? When everyone in your family is healthy and happy? When you belong to and support a warm, loving community? When you have a stable income and no debt? Mind, body, family, society, finances. Nikken calls these 5 areas of our lives the 5 pillars of wellness. We help you cultivate balance in all 5 areas of life with the tools that build your wellness home. Because to breathe is to live, we focus on clean air. Because water is life, we focus on pure water. Because healthy food nourishes strong bodies, we focus on nutrient-dense organic ingredients. Because everyone needs restful sleep and energy to feel joyful, we focus on rest, relaxation, and magnetic support. And to keep you as youthful looking as you feel, we focus on naturally sourced marine organic skincare. Our vision is to share the 5 pillars of wellness with everyone. And we want to spread the word throughout the world. Because once you achieve a balanced lifestyle, wouldn't you want to help everyone you know to achieve the same wonderful life of active wellness? That's what we offer everyone who is part of our global wellness community. Join Nikken to build your wellness home and live a life in balance. Discover it, live it, share it.
Love that video. It's so inspiring. I hope it's inspiring you as well. Let's see here. Okay. Can y'all see my screen? Yep. Okay, awesome. So that does a beautiful job, and I always have a little, there we go. Okay. So as you heard in the video, this is about the different 5 areas of creating what we call a wellness home. And that is the environment that you can thrive in, you want your family to thrive in, based on these areas here. So love this picture. I love the fact that you can see the outdoors, because what Nikken is all about in their product development, it's all about what is called, and you heard it in the video, called biomimicry. And that is studying nature and how nature has an impact on our well-being. So the Nikken Wellness Home is about creating a perfect or optimal environment for humans, kind of like a greenhouse is for plants. So these are the areas that you heard in the video. It's about healthy air, healthy water, healthy sleep, healthy nutrition.
In a world constantly evolving.
So all of these are part of the wellness home. And so that's the invitation we offer people when they're taking a look at Nikken, is to make a decision to how you would start your wellness home. So let's keep going here. So again, these are the 5 key areas, the vital elements of our wellness home. And some of these are grouped in products because they're actually offered as a pack. So in the healthy environment, we've got air, which is, I've got air systems all throughout my house. Because if you're not cleaning your air, and like I said, it could be many times worse, the outside air. In Atlanta, there's so many cars that we have really bad air in the Atlanta area. So it allows our lungs to take a break. So our lungs aren't having to work so hard with the air system going. And it puts this air that is enriched by the way nature enriches air, like being out in the forest or being walking on the ocean. The water filtration, you see an array of products. There's the water system for drinking. There is 2 different types of shower systems, and then there's that water bottle is on the go. So instead of buying bottled water, you can fill up water from a source like a waterfall, a water fountain, or a sink or anything, and take water on the go. The sleep is
Sherry, I have this is Fred Gormley.
a system that is cocooning you in nature's best energy. So you've got a mattress topper you sleep on top of, a comforter that you sleep under, and then a pillow. There's also a sleep mask. We love talking about putting the air system in the bedroom so that that's kind of part of the sleep environment, so that it is giving you the ability to have the most restorative sleep. Then the nutrition are whole food nutrition. They're made from foods. They're as organic as they possibly can be, and they're targeted to give you all of the vitality you need during the day. And then the natural energies is really kind of how Nikken started with the magnetic technologies, technologies that harness the sun's energy, negative ion technology, and those are daytime products that you can use so that you feel energized all day long. And all of this, again, the biomimicry is about science that is replicating nature. So I'm going to tell a story because I had such a fabulous story that I wanted to share it. And it was kind of like this. I had a family that I had connected with, and they originally wanted to order some insoles because both mom and dad work on their feet a lot. So they had some foot challenges. So they'd been told about the insoles. So they got the insoles and they ordered the power bands around their neck because they were having some issues around their neck and so forth. But in talking to them, because we don't just sell products, we talk about the whole experience and about connecting to nature. And I suggested that they really look at the water because they have a family of 3 children actually. And they weren't drinking great water. They were drinking water out of the refrigerator and a lot of bottled water, which, was expensive. And so when I shared the water, and they were a little hesitant about it, but the biggest results they've had, and I think it's the reason that the magnets have worked so well, is because now they're so much better hydrated. The kids are drinking water they never had. People that have had, like, their head has been hurting, all sorts of joint issues and things that they've all been struggling with has just kind of mysteriously gone away after they've invested in those products. So they're now excited about looking at what else there is. So it is really exciting to see how you can have such an impact by educating people about the different ways that they can take care of their well-being. So as I had mentioned, there are simple ways to get started with building your wellness home or your wellness business. And we really invite you to look at the packs because they make sense. They save money. You get free shipping. So it's a good deal all the way around. So as I told you, there's a water pack here, and you choose which kind of a shower system you want, whether it's a wall or handheld. These are all the different energy products, and then the sleep system. And we love to say that if you get 1 to start with, that's good. If you get 2, it's better. And if you get all 3 to really kick off your wellness home, well, that's absolutely the best way to go. And some people get everything, and some people build it over time. So it's just whatever your budget allows. But oftentimes our customers start with the water because it has such a huge impact. So this is our waterfall system. It does so much to the water. It's not just about filtering the water. And I love to say that you get the biggest bangs for your buck because this system is very affordable, and it's very affordable to maintain it. So compared to drinking bottled water, for instance, families will save thousands of dollars over the first few, well, every year for that matter. They pays for the water system, and then they're saving money. So it has such an impact because being well hydrated affects every part of your body. So in thinking about these products, you can start out as a customer. You have to look at what makes sense for you. And then you have the opportunity to upgrade, perhaps if you would like to not only discover it and live it, but then you start really feeling the inspiration to share it then you become a consultant. And then the last choice here is to become a business partner, where you are not just sharing it with the few people you know, but really taking a focused effort to create a business, to create a legacy, to create an impact in your community. And you get very excited when you have people and you create a team. That's really when it gets the most fun, because you start having this great impact beyond the people you know. So what we're talking about here, we're going to shift into the business and being an entrepreneur. And for you, if you've never been an entrepreneur, or if you've been an entrepreneur, but not with building a team, maybe you were a solopreneur, which was my case. I was a massage therapist when this was introduced to me. So I didn't have a team. It was me doing the work. So it might be a little daunting. You might think, I don't know how to do that. But our system with Nikken is about, first of all, we are humans being more company. So we are about creating a wellness community, and we collaborate. So we are not competitive, we are collaborative. So you get so much support. But if you're still on the fence and you're thinking, I don't know about this being an entrepreneur, what's the difference? I don't know if I'm cut out for it. So let's just look at the different ways that people make an income. So most people have a job. Most people are, employees. That's the way the world works for the most part. Or you can be self-employed, and you can be like somebody like me, who I owned my own job. I was a solo entrepreneur, which meant that I was trading time for money. Certainly, if you are an employee and you have a job, you're trading time for money. But on the other side of this chart, before I flip over, just notice that 95% of the population does this. They trade time for money, and it represents 5% of the wealth. On the other side of this chart here, you've got people that invest money. So if you've got a lot of money, you can invest. That's great, and that adds value. And where Nikken falls is to have a business where you own a system, where you have a way of systemizing, creating a business. And the key here, I think, is leverage, that you're leveraging your time. It's not only about your time, you're leveraging your time to get the support from lots of people. And in doing that, you create what we call MSIs, or multiple streams of income. That sounds pretty good. And notice the difference here, where it's 95% of the wealth is created, but only 5% of the population is doing this. So I don't know about you, but I like the 95% of the wealth part. So these are the first two on the left and center are very familiar apps that we use all the time. Most people, rely on Amazon quite a bit. Uber, you're traveling, you need a ride someplace, right? So we're very familiar with that. But the far right here is Nikken's way of using their platform, and it's a Nikken Share app. And as soon as you become a consultant, you download this app, and it works beautifully to manage your business and allow you a very simple way to be able to tie into your business anytime, anywhere. So let's go a little bit more deeper in terms of what the business is all about. What is your role? What do you do to be successful in Nikken as a consultant? Well, the first thing is you have to join, of course, and you're going to get products yourself that you and your family want to use. So that's kind of in that first intro process. And then you're going to start sharing and promoting, because that's really what we're doing. We offer many different ways. There's a myriad of ways that you can share Nikken. Certainly, you start with people that you know, like, or that know, like, and trust you. So you can start with your family, start with your community, and many other ways to create. Now, with all the online communities, I do a lot of online reaching of people that, could be in a different state or even a different country for that matter. So we invite people to take a look at Nikken. And if you're a guest looking at this, this is really what we call the discovery process here, of taking people through this information and of course, tonight's presentation is a part of that introduction. Nikken does all the heavy lifting. So that's really important, that the things that most people don't want to do as a business owner, you don't have to do, because Nikken takes care of that with the inventory, the research and development, the warehousing, all the stuff of offering customer support. Nikken handles. And then what do you get back? Well, you get the commissions and the support of, being paid for the the job that you're doing, the community that you're creating. So you can see that these little plants here is how your team starts to grow and prosper. And again, Nikken can be built anywhere. I personally like to be on the beach like this. This looks like Tahiti to me, or maybe I just have Tahiti in my brain from watching the Olympics. But I was at the beach a couple of weeks ago, and if I had a business, I took a call here and there or sent a message to somebody on my team. So you can be anywhere with your phone app. It's basically $40 to get started, so it's very affordable. And if you're not at the beach, but you have a job and you are kind of fitting Nikken into the nooks and crannies, you can do that because you can do this anywhere you are. Play hooky and go to the beach, and you can still.
Sherri, I'm a retired.
So here are the different ways in which people get paid in Nikken. So there's lots of different ways that you get the reimbursement, the return on your investment, which the return on your investment to begin with is getting your own product. So you immediately you get a rebate from the products that you're investing in. There's retail profits with your retail customers. You're getting the rebates from your team, group overrides, leadership bonuses. It just goes on and on and on. And Nikken is very famous for creating fabulous incentive programs. They have allowed me to travel many places of the world on their dime, and they always take us first class. So it's pretty exciting. So back to this collaborative entrepreneurship. Again, if you're looking at, does this make a fit for me? Is this fit? Know that it's something that very easily can integrate into your life, even if you have a job, a family, lots of other things going on, because applying a small amount of time consistently, like we talked about early on, over time is what will create that success. And along the way, you're developing your leadership skills by all of the company's trainings and the way we partner together. So there's lots of ways to make an extra income. Nikken, we call it the perfect gig because it's one that is driven by purpose. So it's not just about going out and, getting another part-time job. It's something that you're doing that has so much meaning incorporated. So if that speaks to you about being a part of something, a mission that's bigger than you, then this is a great opportunity. And this is showing how people move up the ladder. So if you're looking at this as a guest, the names, the silver, gold, platinum, diamond, may not mean a whole lot to you from that. But know that along the way, it's about you sharing the products, the business, the whole community with others, and then teaching them to do the same. So it's like the whole, saying of teach someone to fish. You don't just teach them to fish, you teach them to teach other people to fish. Well, in this case, we're teaching people to share our wellness community. And along the way, you have people that are holding you up, that are supporting you. So you're not in business alone. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And so with this slide here, it's really showing this compounding benefit. So as you start, the first level of leadership is silver, and then you keep sharing and helping others to reach the leadership, your business continues to grow and your influence grows, everybody's profitability grows, and you're making a huge difference because this is about creating a global wellness community that has a huge impact on our planet, our whole community, our whole society. So this is part of what our global wellness community can look like. You see that we are from all walks of life, from all ages. It doesn't matter. If you have a desire to be someone that is sharing a better life, a better way, then we welcome you to be a part of our wellness community. And we're coming around the corner of our Vision 2025, which will be next year. And so we have this huge mission that we've had about making every home a wellness home. I mean, once you understand what these technologies do and what it feels like to live in a wellness home, you want everyone else to have it as well. So you're making a difference on society. You're certainly making a difference economically, and it's all in harmony with nature. That's who Nikken is. So again, coming back to kind of wrapping this up is that, again, you look at what is the best option for you. You can be a customer, you can be a consultant, or you can be a community leader. And I'm going to stop my share now because I want to invite you to one of my most favorite people on my team who's built a tremendous business and a great community leader, and that is Sherri Artis. Sherri, can you unmute and share a story, please?
Okay, can you hear me now, Sherri?
I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. I always have problem unmuting. I just want to say you are Nikken is the best kept secret for me. I found out being an entrepreneur with Nikken, you are your own boss. You write your own check. If you choose not to do anything, guess what? You don't get anything. I love the fact that Nikken is a tax break. Uh, you don't have to do your own web page. You don't have to do your accounting. $39 to come into business. I paid way more than that to come into business. You can earn that money back actually the same day if you go out and share the product. I'm asking you to challenge yourself and choose this opportunity, because one thing that I do know in being an entrepreneur, God has given all of us very special talents, and all we have to do is just use it. With Nikken, as Sherri said, they have a travel club. You can, I know I'm one of those, when the latest television come out, I want to buy it. You can earn as much money as you want to earn. I love it because I like helping people. And if you use the products, you're going to want to share the products with other people. And it really made a big difference in my life because I'm a lot healthier. I wasn't getting enough sleep. And even my doctor was like, "What are you doing?" It has really changed my life. And I'm telling you, if you just give yourself a chance, $39, not only will they get you into business, you get a power band bracelet. And let's say it don't work out. Guess what? You'll have a product. Please share this business with everybody that you know. I just love it. I love the fact that the people at the top, they'll help you. You're not in business by yourself. This is a great business, so I'm asking you to go for it. Just try it out. Share the product. First, make sure you use the product. And I'm telling you, it really works. That's my story.
Thank you, Sherri. Sherri has been such a delight. It was so fun that I met her through Debbie Jones, that I met from years ago. And, I mean, that's one of the best things about this business. I heard Kim Woodward said today that this business is about building relationships. It's about the global community. That's really who we are. This whole, picture of people being excited and happy, that's for real. That's who we are. And, we happen to offer like the best wellness products on the planet, and our community is stellar. And people are looking for that. They're looking for something to belong. They are looking to be a part of something. And so we think that this is the answer to a balanced life, a happy life, a better way of living. So join us.
Sherri, thank you so much for presenting our Balanced Life, Happy Life tonight. As you heard from Sherri and our guest from Sherri, now's a great time to discover these amazing products, this fantastic business opportunity, join a community, be a part of people who are making things happen, taking control of their life and getting more, whatever that might be for them. So thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Have a great evening. We'll see you next week. Please invite someone to join us for our Balanced Life, Happy Life next week, and allow them the opportunity to discover about what Nikken can do for them. Thanks again for joining us tonight. Thank you, Sherri. Thanks, Sherri.